Okay, let's start laying on our backs, knees bent, feet on the floor, and finding a neutral pelvis and spine. So there's space underneath your lower back, your tailbone and sacrum feel heavy, and your hip bones and pubic bone are on the same horizontal plane. Let's start with some pelvic tilts. So we're bringing the low back down to the floor and tilting the pelvis, pushing the low back into the mat, pulling the belly button inwards, and then coming back to neutral so that there's a little space under the low back. Let's do that again. Exhale, low back down to the floor, push your low back into the mat. Inhale, return to neutral. We're going to keep that going. Exhale, low back down to the mat, strong tummy. Inhale, return to neutral. We'll do 3 more. Push your low back into the mat, finding neutral. 2 more, low back down, and finding neutral. And 1 more, low back down, tailbone heavy, space present under the low back. Let's keep that space for a moment. And then let's go ahead and push the low back down to the floor, pull inwards with your tummy, keep your low back pushing down, really pulling inwards with your belly button. Once we have that, we're going to keep that pulling inwards. We're going to lift one leg up to tabletop. Let's lower that leg down. Inhale, keep your belly pulling in and your low back pushing down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, keep the low back on the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Lower and lift. Let's put that foot down onto the floor. We'll move the pelvis for a moment. So find that space underneath your lower back and then push your low back down into the floor. Now we're going to lift that other leg. So other leg comes up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep the low back pushing into the ground. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And then let's put that foot down. We're going to find a neutral pelvis now. So tailbone is heavy, space present under the lower back. Hip bones and pubic bone are level. We're going to do that same exercise, but now without the low back pushing down. Instead, we're thinking about wrapping the belly inwards, wrapping the low abs inwards. Lift one leg up and lower. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. We're just going to do a few more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Really pull inwards with your belly. If it's helpful, we can put our hands on the belly and sort of push down to remind those muscles to engage. Let's do 1 more on the side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And then we'll put the foot down. Let's go to the other side. Leg up to tabletop. Pull inwards with your tummy. Keep that space under your low back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Pull inwards with your tummy. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We'll do 2 more. And 1 more. Let's put the foot down and bring your arms down by your sides. We're going back to our pelvic tilts and we're going to go a little bigger this time. So low back down to the mat. We're going to push the low back into the floor. Now lift your tailbone up a little bit so that we really feel like we're engaging the belly just enough that we lift the bum a tiny bit and then come back down. Find space under your low back. Exhale, push your low back to the floor. Lift your bum just a tiny bit. Think about stretching through your lumbar spine and engaging your abdominals, and then come right back down. Let's go low back down to the ground, tuck, engage through those low abs, and then come back down to neutral. And low back down, lengthen through the lumbar spine, lift your bum a tiny bit, finding neutral. We're just going to do 1 more. Low back down, long through the lumbar spine, come back down to neutral. Space underneath the low back. let's go ahead and keep our arms by the sides. We're gonna straighten one leg out. We're gonna bring one leg up to tabletop. Let's straighten and bend the leg. We're gonna do that another 3, extend and bend, 2, and 1 more. Bend, let's put the foot down. We're gonna extend that leg out, go to the other side. Leg bends, comes to tabletop, extend and bend. 2, we'll do 3 more here. Keeping your tailbone heavy, keeping that drawing inwards of your belly. Bend your leg, put your foot down. Let's extend those legs out onto the mat. We're gonna cross the ankles one over the other. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Think about wrapping your lower ribs around your body and pulling your tummy inwards. We're gonna lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, think about pulling inwards more with your belly. We're drawing in and down with the belly button and lower down. We're gonna do that just 2 more times. Wrap the lower ribs, pull the tummy in, lift the head and shoulders, and lower. Let's do that 1 more time. Wrap the ribs, pull your tummy in, lift and lower, and 1 more time. Wrap, tummy in, lift, and lower. Let's uncross the feet, put the other ankle on top so the legs are crossed again. Same thing here, 3 times. Wrap through the lower ribs, pull your tummy in, lift your head and shoulders, lower it down. Reset, wrap the lower ribs, pull your tummy in, lift and lower. And 1 more time, wrap the lower ribs, pull the tummy in, lift and lower. And let's go ahead and uncross the feet, bend the legs again, bring your arms down by your sides. Let's anchor the tailbone again. We're gonna find that space under the lower back. Think about wrapping the lower ribs, pulling the tummy inwards, and keeping that heaviness of the sacrum and the tailbone. Let's lift one leg up to tabletop, and then we're gonna switch the legs. So let's go switch, pause. You can rest the foot down for a moment. Switch, pause. Good. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Switch, pause, and switch. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. Switch, hold, and switch, hold. Let's go ahead and put the feet down, and then we're turning to lay on the side body. Let your head rest on your arm. You can also put a pillow under your head if that's more comfortable. We'll stack the shoulders, stack the hips, find a nice long spine with a little bit of a lift from the underside of your waist. Take your top leg straight and in line with your body. Internally rotate your leg from the hips so the knee and toes are turning towards the floor. And then let's lift and lower. As we lift and lower, we're keeping the hips really still. So we're going to try to avoid letting the hip bone come up towards the ribs and the spine move. It doesn't matter how big the lift is. We want to feel this through the side of the bottom. Let's just do 3 more, 2, and 1 more. And then we're going to hold the leg there. We're going to bring the leg in front and behind. Let's just do that 4 more times. Forward and back, forward and back. 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it back. Let's lower it down. If you need a massage for your bum, you can take one. We're going to take our legs all the way straight. We're going to reach through our toes and squeeze our legs together. Lift your legs off the mat. I want you to think about engaging through your waist, engaging through your side body. If you feel anything in your lower back here, we're going to bring this top hip further back or bring your legs further forward, your choice. But we want to continue to feel the work through the side body, and then let's lower it down. We're going to do that 2 more times, just to lift and hold. So lift the legs up, hold it, and strong through the side body, holding and lowering. We're going to do that 1 more time. Lift both legs, hold, engage through the side of your waist, and lower. Let's go ahead and push ourselves up. We're going to take our legs to the other end of the mat, and we're going to do those same exercises on the other side. So we'll lay down, head on the arm or pillow. We're stacked with the shoulders. We're stacked with the hips. We have that sense of lift from the underside of the waist to the spine feels long. The top leg goes straight. We'll internally rotate from the hip, and let's lift and lower. Focusing a lot on the side of the bum, but also keeping attention on the torso to make sure that we're not pushing the waist into the mat, that we're using our abs to steady the hips. One more here. Lower. We're going to go forward and back. It doesn't have to be super far forward. Forward and back. Let's just do 2 more of these, keeping the tummy pulling in to stabilize the hips. One more, forward and back. We'll lower it down. Let's straighten our legs all the way, reaching through your toes. And then again, we're going to lift those legs up. We're thinking about pulling the hip bone towards the ribs, engaging through the side body. We have a little bit of a pulling inwards from the tummy. We're squeezing the legs together, reaching through the toes, lower it down. We're going to lift and hold 2 more times. Lift the legs, let your underside of your waist push to the floor, engage through your belly, pulling inwards with your tummy, engaged from the side body, lower. One more time, lift those legs up, hold it strong from your waist, pull your tummy in, and we'll lower it down. Let's turn over and lay on the tummy. Laying on your belly, we're going to reach our arms back by the sides. Squeeze your arms into the sides of your legs. Tuck your chin and lengthen forward through the crown of your head. We're thinking about keeping a small tuck of the chin. We'll lift the chest off the ground and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Think about lengthening forward through the crown of your head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Strong from the upper back. We want to feel the upper spine flattening out. We want to pull the belly button inwards to keep that strength supporting the lower back. One more. Lower it down. Let's bring our hands up by our shoulders. Push yourself back to a child's pose. Bum back towards your feet. Let's come forward to a quadruped position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's grip the floor a little bit with the fingers to help protect the wrists. Push the ground away a little bit so your shoulder blades are a little bit away from your spine. And then let's let all of our organs in the belly sink towards the floor. Think about letting your abdominal muscles relax. And then let's pull the belly up and in, and then relax. Again, pull the belly up and in, really engage through your abdominal muscles. We're not moving the spine or the hips. Abdominals relax towards the floor. Let them sink down towards the mat. Let everything in your belly relax, and then engage those belly muscles. Lift everything back up and in. And again, we're going to let the belly relax. Pull inwards with your tummy. Lift everything up. Let's do that 2 more times. Relax. And lifting. And relax. And lifting up. Hold the lift. Let's try to keep all the organs and the muscles pulling up towards the spine. Let's go ahead and lower down onto our forearms. Elbows under the shoulders. Again, we're going to think about pushing the ground slightly away so the shoulder blades are a little broad on the back. We're going to lift up with the tummy. And then let's take one leg all the way straight behind. I want you to keep that sense of lift from your belly. Lift and lower the leg. Lift and lower. Let's do that 3 more times. 2 and 1 more. Lower it down. Bring that knee underneath you. Go to the other side. Legs straight. Lift your belly up and in. Lift and lower. We're going to try really hard not to let the lower back move here. So keep that lift of your abdominal muscles, pulling your belly up and in. One more here, lower down. And then let's go ahead and sit back just for a moment to a child's pose. Stretch here, let your low back stretch. Reach your arms back by your sides. We're going to take our pinkies up towards the ceiling. Let's lift the chest. Notice your neck. We want to make sure that we're keeping length in the back of the neck, so we'll have a little bit of a tuck of the chin. Lift your arms up, and then let's lower everything down. So again, lift your chest, take a nice inhale. Check out your neck, chin slightly down and back. Lift your arms up and lower it all down. And again, lift your chest, chin down and back a little, arms up and lower. Let's do two more. Engage your upper back, lift your chest, tuck your chin down and back, lift your arms up, lower down to a child's pose. One more time. Engage your upper back, tuck your chin down and back, lift your arms, lower it down. Rest for a moment. If this is not a comfortable position, find one that is comfortable. Let's come forward and into a knee plank. So we're going to come either to a position on your hands or your forearms. But either way, we're going to try to have a long line between the knees, hips, shoulders, and the crown of the head. Let's push the ground away. Lift those muscles in your tummy up and in again. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit. Hold for a moment. And then let's go ahead and sit back to a child's pose. Stretch your shoulders in any way that feels good. We're going to do that two more times. Come forward into that position, pushing your hips towards the floor a little bit. Tuck your tail, keep your shoulder blades broad. If you're on your hands, grip with your fingers. Lift your tummy up and in. And then sit back. Stretch your shoulders. One more time. We'll come forward. Hips towards the ground. Tuck your tail, lift your tummy, keep your shoulder blades broad. And go ahead and sit back into that child's pose one more time. Take a little stretch. Let's sit on the bottom for just a moment. So here, let's take the legs out in front. Notice if this is accessible to you. If your hamstrings are cooperative, we're going to sit with the legs nice and straight. But our goal is to make sure that the sit bones are grounded down and the crown of the head is lifting up. So let's rest those shoulders down the back, lift through the crown of the head. If you need to, we can bend the knees, or we can even cross the legs. You can also sit on a bolster of any kind to get your bum off the ground and sit with your legs bent out in front of you. Let's bring the hands behind the head. Push your head gently back into your fingers and lift really tall through your posture. Feel like you're lifting up with your lower abdominal muscles, like you're wrapping your lower ribs around your body, and you're engaging with your upper back to sit tall. Let's let the hands drop down. We're going to slouch forward for a minute, move any way that you need to feel comfortable and good in your spine. We're going to do that again. And again, grounding the sit bones, lifting through the crown of the head, bringing the fingertips to the back of the head, pushing the head back into the fingers, lifting through your spine, wrapping your lower ribs, pull your tummy in. And let's go ahead and drop the arms, wiggle it around. One more time, sit bones heavy, fingertips behind the head back into the fingers, lift up through the crown of your head, ground down through your sit bones, wrap your ribs, pull your tummy in, pull your shoulder blades gently down your back, and lower it down. Let's wiggle our shoulders a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and cross the legs. Anchor your sit bones, lift through the crown of your head, relax your shoulder blades down. Let's go ahead and take a couple nice deep breaths here. Try to sit even taller as you inhale. And as you exhale, wrap your ribs, settle your shoulder blades down your back, and pull your tummy in. Inhale, sit taller, lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, wrap your ribs, pull your tummy in, pull your shoulder blades down your back. One more time like this. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, wrap your ribs, tummy in, shoulders down the back. All right, that's our class for today. Thanks so much. Great work.